Oh no!
Hello, I'm Doc Owen with Action Figure Times, and today we're going to be looking at the Funko DC Pop Heroes. These are very, very cool. As always, Funko's done an excellent job with the packaging. There's 6 in the series, and we're going to be taking a look at them. First up, of course, would be Batman. You can see the little box. You can see the classic Funko styling. The top of the box, of course. I like how the bottom of the box, you can see the Funko writing, but you can also see the Batman in there. The side gives you a window view of him. Then you get a full view on this side. These are really, really great toys. They're more like little statuettes. I wish they were more posable, but we'll talk about that more as we go. They pop out very, very easily. At least I hope to do. Now check these out. See how easy that got? It's just that easy. Now, he's got the big eyes, no mouth, which is typical of the Funko line. Got a nice styling on the Batman. When I give you the close-up look, you can really see the detail in this. These are very funny. Their heads turn, but that's about it. I really wish that they did have some more articulation to them, because they could really be a whole lot more fun, even if you could just raise their arms or something. But it is nice to be able to turn their head, you know, somewhat. But these are not the bobble kind. They are the fix. Okay, let's take a closer look. You can kind of see where they put his nose feature right there. Kind of give him a look. Maybe you can see a little bit more from the side. There you go. Of course, he's got his bat ears because he is Batman. You can see how well they did it. Got a nice little utility belt, boots. As you turn him around, you can see the scalloped cape. That's pretty neat. All in all, I really do like these. They've got a classic look. They just kind of stand around, but hey, they stand around and look good at least. Number 2 in the line, as you can see right here, is Robin the Boy Wonder. Now this looks more of a Tim Drake style Robin, as you can kind of see from the side. And this is actually the outfit that I like best. I like it far better than the red legging thing that they had. You can kind of see the series on the back there that we're going to be looking at. We didn't quite look at that with the Batman ones, but you can see all 6 in the series. And then of course Series 2 is listed right there. Once again, it's full art all the way around the package. You've got Robin right there in the window dressing. Then when you flip him over, you've got him upside down. They really put a lot into their packaging, and I really like it. Once again, these pop out very easily. I like how easily they pop out, because they pop right back in just as easily because they make really good boxes for storage. Now check him out. Now, that is just so cool, isn't it? Look at those eyes. I mean, you can kind of see his nose there. He's got, you know, big old Dumbo type ears. I mean, this is just really nice looking. Again, he's not a bobblehead, but his head does turn side to side. Man, this is just really, really neat. He's got the flat-edged cape right there. Now, so now we've got Batman and Robin. Batman! Let's take a closer look at Robin. Now, as you can see, as we look closer, he does have a little bit of a blemish on his chin. That's right out of the package, because you all just saw me open him. He's got his little Robin utility belt, his Robin emblem there, the Tim Drake Robin style. You can see the yellow inside of his cape. That's a nice touch. They could have left that out, but didn't. They really do a good job on these. Again, I really like these a lot, so that you can bring your Batman and your Robin, and it's just very cool. All right, next up, the rest of the terrific trio would be Batgirl. Batgirl is number 3 in the series. You can tell this is the Barbara Gordon Batgirl. You can tell by the red hair and the classic outfit. You can see her right there. That's what she's gonna look like once we open her up. Once again, you can see on the back. Now on the top, she doesn't look that much different than Batman. Notice how they gave her black eyes rather than the white eyes that Batman had. Then you can flip her over, and there you can see her right there. Now, I have heard that the Batgirl can be difficult to find, but she does exist, obviously, because I've got her right here in my hand. So there, Look, she's got the classic outfit. Very cool, isn't that? See the little pat buckle? Oh, that's actually raised right there. She's got a little bit of a what is that called? A duck bill, or yeah, on the back of her hair. See how it stands out? It's kind of more auburn than actually red. I'd like to have seen it like bright, you know, red. You can see the flip up right there. She's got the scallop cape. She's got the yellow hands. You know, one thing I think she's missing is they should have had her little yellow purse on her. So now we have, with the terrific trio, we've got Batman, Batgirl, and Robin. Now, this could be kind of difficult because, you know, in the Batman Beyond series, there's the indication that... But in the regular comic series, it's definitely... So, do you think that, you know, boys, no, she's mine, she's mine, she's mine. Is that what broke up the dynamic duo? Come on now. Kick her to the curb. Stick with your bro. You've got Silver St. Cloud. You've got, think of all the hot women that Bruce Wayne has dated. Why would he go for a teenage chick like Barbara? Leave that to Dick. Anyway, next up, we're going to start looking at the villains. Before we look at the villains, I need to give you a closer look at Batgirl. You can see her here. She, you know, she's a cutie. You've got her hair right there. Now you can see the little belt. One thing that I did not notice before, probably since you were looking at her and I wasn't, see how it's got the little bat scalloping right there on her boots? Man, that's very cool. Again, she does need her purse. As we spin her around, you can see her hair with the little flip right there, the scallop cape. Yeah, she's ready to go into action. That's a very, very cool figure. Now we get on to the villains. The first villain we're going to be looking at is none other than Oswald Cobblepot himself, the Penguin. Now this is more of the classic look. You can see in the packaging right there. You can see the bottom right there. And then on the side, you can kind of see what he's going to look like. On this side, got a nice window view. But let's get him out of the package and really mess with him. Now, Oswald, this is more of a, with his classic look, he's got his umbrella right there. He's got his monocle right there. Check that out with the little string hanging down. Got his top hat, his tails. Very, very neat looking. Got a little bit of an eyebrow thing going there. And check that nose out. Man, that's worthy of Pinocchio. And man, it's pointy too. Got a nice widow's peak in the back haircut. I don't know if it's called a widow's peak when it's in the back. But this is actually a very, very neat figure. Let's look at him up close. They did a good job with the monocle, didn't they? They've got the little hat band right there. In his little top hat. You can see his umbrella with the little purple handle. Look at his little bow tie. I mean, this is just kind of a neat figure. I actually think this is a cool styling for these. And I'm very grateful that they chose the Batman universe to debut their first series. Now let's look on to his old buddy, Edward Nygma. Now here we go with the Riddler, Edward Nygma. Frank Gorshin would be proud at his look. He's number 5 in the series. There you can see he's going to have his cane with him. The top, evidently I ripped mine. The back again shows a little bit of a side preview with the rest of the series. And again, you've got him upside down on the bottom. I really like the fact that they chose the classic look and not some of the more modern looks. Now, some could argue that this was a more modern look, but I actually think it's a great blending of them all. Now, one thing right away I can see, I don't see a whole lot of question marks on his uniform. I think that that's a mistake. I think there ought to be a whole lot more. You do to get a question mark on his bowler. I like the color of the bowler. I am surprised they didn't maybe choose a different color, but maybe purple with a green a ribbon, but I'm just trying to remember how often he wore this color type boulder. You can see right there he's got his cane with him. This is actually just a very, these really translate well into this medium. I wish they had a little bit more articulation, but here, let's look at him up close and see what you think. Now, you can see it's a little bit of a band around his hat. You've got the nice infinite symbol mask. His eyes are raised. He's got a nice little cane right there with his purple gloves. Again, I'd really like to see some more question marks on him. I don't think it would have been that hard and really cost that much as far as a paint application. He's got some ears going on there. You can kind of see some writing on the bottom. You can see how his head tilts right in there. That's kind of the way that joint works. And all in all, hey, this is kind of cool. And now, finally, the last figure in the series, the clown prince of crime himself, the Joker. Okay, I have to tell you right away that the Joker is probably, he's close to being my favorite in the series. I really like the Batman. The Batman's very cool, but this dude looks crazy. You can see with his little hair up there. You can see what he's going to look around on the sides. The back, you've got the green accents. He's got the little crazy eyes down there below his window box. Now, once we get him out, I think it kind of would have been kind of cool to give him a little bit of an accessory, but check out that grin and the spinning eyes. Man, that tells you right away, this dude is nuts. Now, he's the only figure that I've seen so far. I was trying to think of another one that might have a mouth, but he's actually got the mouth. He's got no nose. The eyebrows are actually ridged and raised. Check that widow's peak haircut out and that flat top looking thing. Man, he looks very cool. They did a good job on his jacket and things. He has tails as well. You'll be able to get a closer look at that when we see him. Now, this one actually has some paint blemishes that we'll be talking about here in just a second. But really, I mean, that is just too cool looking, isn't it? Here, let's take a closer look. Here you can get a really good look at him. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Man, those things are just freaky, aren't they? You can see how the hair is sculpted right there. That's very neat. It is lined along the side. He's kind of got a Wolverine type thing going on there on the side, doesn't he? Now, actually, I think it's more of an ode to the Paul Dini Bruce Timm. Nice uniform and stuff. But look here, it's got a little bit of a, you know, that's not good. I don't know if I can scrape it off later, but that really needs to, it looks like a paint splatter, oversplatter from his boots. He's got the white gloves on in the back. He's kind of, you can see where his head's going to tilt. You can see the back of his jacket and his boots. All in all, really, this is a very, very fun looking figure. Probably the best one to translate to this style of figure. Well, there you have it. This is the Funko Pop Heroes Series 1. They've chosen the Batman wave, which of course, who wouldn't? I mean, it is Batman after all. You might as well put your best foot forward. I really like these guys. I think that even though they're not action figures and they don't have a whole lot of posability, I think they're worthy of picking up just because they really just look so cool. I mean, they look great on a shelf. They're a great way to, you know, even at work, to display your favorite character. These are really, really neat. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this look at them. Make sure you go to your local comic shop and order them online. I don't know if Funko sells them direct. Also, we here at Action Figure Times want to thank you for watching. If you would, make sure you subscribe to our feed. It helps us out, and then that way you can keep up on all the latest and the best. And make sure you sign up on our Facebook page because we're really trying hard to communicate better with you guys. Also, every month we get some questions. We're able to ask questions to Hasbro and Mattel. Make sure you send those in so that I can get those out for you so we can get you the information that we need, because we really care about you, our viewer, and we care about getting you the best information possible. Well, this is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times reminding you to be extraordinary, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.